Hey, welcome back to World Entertainment. Hope you all had a good weekend. And we're starting off with some Echo news. That's right, Marvel's Echo. As it turns out, it may have had an episode cut. Apparently, the show was meant to be 6 episodes and it's down to 5. So things aren't exactly looking riveting for this show. So we'll have a look at the article, and the article does something interesting where it kind of praises the character and then kind of dunks on it. So let's have a look. So it says, there are many characters Marvel Studios could build a Disney Plus TV series around, but the decision to move forward with Echo has seen fans question why Maya Lopez was made a priority. Aliqua Cox, I hope I pronounced her first name right, uh, was undeniably fantastic in Hawkeye, and we had fun spending time with the character. However, there was nothing in that series which suggested Echo needed to take center stage in a solo adventure. Okay, there's some issues with that part, but that's where they're kind of, let's praise it. That's also kind of dunk on it. But to continue, yes, it will reportedly set the stage for Daredevil Born Again, but an entire series about Maya seems like a somewhat extravagant way to flesh out the Kingpin's past. Excitement for the series appears muted, possibly explaining Marvel Studios' plan to release every episode simultaneously. While obviously not confirmed, the prevailing opinion is that this approach suggests there are concerns about maintaining interest in Echo on a weekly basis. While it's previously been reported that the show will consist of 6 episodes, a reliable scooper now claims it's been cut down to 5. Why? Well, it appears those claims about issues with the series were correct, and an entire episode has been scrapped due to pacing issues. The origin story of Echo revisits Maya Lopez, whose ruthless behavior in New York City catches up with her in her hometown. She must face the past, reconnect with her Native American roots, and embrace the meaning of family and community if she ever hopes to move forward. We recently learned that instead of debuting on November 29th, the show will instead launch on Disney Plus early next year. So you see where they're like hyping the character, not the show, but the character by saying, oh, she was a fantastic character and interesting and fun to be within the show. But then they're like, but there's no need to have an entire show about it. Well, if she was that fantastic and fun to spend time with, then that would mean you should be excited about them doing a show. It's kind of, the way you could look at it is like if you go to a dinner party or something. I know this sounds strange, but you know yourself, you go to one of these type of things, they put the food in front of you, you take a bite, and it's some of the worst shit you've ever tasted. Tastes like a dead hooker's asshole. But you're not going to say that to your host. You're going to say, oh, no, it's lovely, it's fantastic. It's just that when they go, oh, cool, you like it? And you're like, yeah. And they're like, would you like some more? Seconds. You instantly go, no. I couldn't possibly have seconds. That's what this comparison is by saying, oh, she was undeniably fantastic and such fun to be with. Do you want a series based on her? No. But the fact that they've seemingly cut out an episode, probably not because of the pacing, probably because they're like, wow, this is just dog shit. And an interesting fact about this thing is Gary from Lord Roddick, and I believe it was Chris Gore with him at Comic Con, were approached by someone who actually works in Disney. And they specifically told Gary and Chris that even Kevin Feige hates what this show is, that it is not what they envisioned. And Disney tried everything to scrap this show. They did not want to release it. But in the end, through contracts and agreements, they really had no option but to release it. Hence, why you're getting it all in one go. It's not because they're like, well, would interest kind of wane a bit if we release it weekly? You know, is it that much of an unknown character that... No, it's they just want to get it out, over and done with as quickly as possible. They didn't even want this thing coming out, and now they're cutting episodes out. That's quite telling as well. But there you go. Echo seemingly is a pure disaster, and is going to be a pure disaster for Disney. Oh well, what do you expect when you keep making these programs and movies about characters no one cares about? Echo. No one asked for an Echo. They just couldn't pull the plug immediately with the idea, because how would it look for this company who are so, oh, we stand with everybody, then to turn around and say we're pulling the plug on a Native American, brown skinned, deaf and amputated woman? Yeah, it wouldn't look very well for the mother. But they still went ahead and made an Echo TV series. The same way nobody wants and asked for an Ironheart program, and nobody asked for an Agatha Harkness series, which the title for which has changed like 3 or 4 times already. Which is a joke. These are all failed characters in the comic runs, and yet they're pushing them forward and making them the main characters of the MCU. And you can see where things are maybe not going so well for them when they're saying with Echo, yeah, we just want to scrap it. We can't. So we're just going to dump it all in one go. But hey, do us a favour. Get rid of an episode. It's very telling. But with that, I'll leave it there for this one. So cheers, and I'll catch you in the next.